so ye adabraka kronobosema ekoso police family ati asese ombedi hudwuma sere be ya nipa akon mu di sabone fosem no omunsabe kan na atwa wie ya boso ewo de bonkrata no mu de tosu mienu nso anase wanumu anu so eye boko ensemsem a koso nipa duonu ba akon na ahwe omo enkwa na de tosu mienu nso ye 2024 elections ballot papers were given to MPP in 2020 eno nsema kanema mpani John Dramani ma aka eno so yebehwene aka wonsem na vote for your future baumia to youth we nsema de otu franka ama MPP amanyoko no so enra oni Ghana manma eni mabunu ekasa ya chese mabuna mo Ghana monto aba mamodachi we so kan nkomo yebetwetwe eho ene na mpanimfo ne me no twetwe nkomo honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahinkra ono MP for Tema West NFA lawyer Chumberima ono NDC communication team no member NFA special aid Emma Ura Alan Kojo Chematin Nana Yao Sapon mpanifo na nei me no mo eba betwenko we for matching Emma Kwaba bibia boko de
I don't know Bible.
So we say yetiana ye home from Papa
ne ye do ba de na
complain.
Okay. Honorable Carlos.
Eja.
Bibia boko de ma me sha asemfiri na atwa wie ya ntia sempa nti ma men kan sem yenu nyina mom abonefo sem ekoso adabraka police fo ahye bose omodi akira akwa kodu ba bi na oman man nka omo akomanto mo yom betumi achinipa akono na ondo makogina emra no na afi boko nso ntia ne senipa ba akwa wu aka omakwa akoye duonu ba akon nya asoma yede pacho simedue de ni mitio.
That's any mencha minuanum nkuma ya na o dwen se o de fita ni fufu
say o bai o ye no de kan so na montade am wo hye
na me ne hye we na nyafe
so ya na ya rap your party colors and your party designs
just mentia se cross na na ya o be hye ne o be
hye so obi tu obi hu ana
o mo hye cheze nkomodie na mehuzo onhyo bale ya de cheze ya de yesuru na yezi yankwa gina na ebua
so ni bobo ne kra gina na amboko de
accusation pa die
utie kra aboko wanji kra aboko
ndi omo nkoso nhye omo nhye omo
modie na
amenchia Tema West for me nuanum ne mama wo na weekend the Greater Accra region for adefefe omo ye na nra very big work for 3 constituencies, 4 constituencies. What Tema Enclave, Ashama, Tema West, Tema East, Tema Central was so grand. That party for I want to buy a cinema says a young Kosusa Moncro for Punu and Johnny Fe. Medi Masam Bania would buy his swing. You say you ever found a mark on your side.
Until you can have Bokoni. And I'm robbery course of police for assurance say
any different topics so but we different I'm robbery
but say which me can if you actually know about 10 minutes
very sad say bokun sem mean at transia for a very long time if we say mikra many fear me started teaching some my course bokun into kwasem ne ne mentime ho say SCC families me ade wo I don't know why up to now into me specific solution for the Boko issue.
I call for my number.
I try to be someone who say, how are we able to solve other in some problems? Yet we could free Ghana crack or bois. For some problems, missions the other day, solve one problem. Na yanka say boku die. Eji twi na etuo akasa. Eye den and with all the intelligence that we have, it means so saboko in some sebiano. Na ya transe na a degenerated to this point. Nipa life, nipa cry. Adekye to be best pack bokubia no na create confusion bibia ebekoso won mu a echezenya de said ntokwa bakra na kwakofa ntokwa aba I think say yedum pempenso bi a ese yetumi me assure say case you go back in history about the setting commissions be on this boku issues. Say a case enough is enough. Ni epekwa mi so e de stop sa ni ma ekoso boku ina. Latest one year by year akofa ntokwa abe. Se me dwen hu say you say you was substantive or hin e okru no so.
Yeah.
And yakusi or hin foforo. So how he no was taken to court by the MPP government to ensure say Uncle Krunum na akwakofan tokwa biade aba. Unfortunately, court no in his wisdom thought say Dabi unbinga zomanenko court you between ako see amohi epeya no wako Krunu so ameno okudu won mu pegu matches akoso your friend say e petrol ama ijako akoso na say we Senator Frache Krumani we busuani na BBC akwa ukruma na sabawa boboa no na sa wodu hu kokojim na kokoji a edem faso na woso. That's what I ask. Etos me no etore bia nanka problems we would say ebet me asano even immediately a police for ukrumo woman no mo o man hu ban na so mbo yen fa hodie hu ban ye peace hu ban ye freedom hu ban sanye bia no they had information and they knew say ohin or backroom so what I would have expected them to do was to find a way to stop them or stop him from even coming there because repercussions no. But police for as I know typically because say hensem say obi am prayer we want to bo okra no bo mo obi am prayer mem. But I don't think that is what the law means. You can say hensem yes hensem there. But men can say because of hensem ntino nipa ngu ansa ana obi mpransa ansana waba aba beteki action.
No say be a police for no so change the omoye.
The police will be even in the same that region, that district, your other districts are very more. Police, I don't think police numbers are an issue. The issue is how to tackle the problem.
Okay.
And I suspect say anka police for no etuanamon e protect legitimate chief not ya kunyamuno. The directions as to how to resolve this issue. Anka ohin back on ground wama. But here's the case of him Bakono, who found say also legitimately elected, between a cockroach had some boldness to go to the town.
I said, my never BNC and
I'm making and the other Nazi man back right in the first place.
Oh, well, Casemano Casa court and I say yen to me in Casa.
Yes, but police they won't court a can. Said you were caught like a swamra, was not being Casamanenko, but won't be on Casako. In the act of going, the police officer say, action, no. Ebe create any different situations are any problem about
prevented crime
and it's a policeman ko but police for na minim say ebi si asoma making ebi si me krom say sia make say Egypt is when put them friend Chieftaincy
Eastern region
assume here
yeah the news
what the news
yeah
enye Chieftaincy dispute no aka say Chieftaincy dispute wo hin a oti kruso oti akudwemu na the sub chief say me two him usapani no sense Messi can you imagine na o change crapo and the episode last week can was make strong point against it so when no one was saying when coding na me yan say ofa emeburu ni bi omo di the chiwo krono so na so start so mo yatore nchema police for be interview no say obi empra won de omo mem because ahensem why ahensem
ho na ha adwen no
ho na ye problem no
your duty is to prevent crime nti ade na wo ba na wo betmesi anu kwan no unzi anu na wo try ma
the crime no cry back cry you have to stop it.
Police say police find your adwuma yi on that score
police for and me bon so more in this case dampare menu akuma na I would be fast akonya so aka chen say Oma police in proactive. Our hin 70 sa problems here, baby. Say I'm pedan no I'm making sure say you interpret law no anase run right no go say there be mama fa ho nya hense mu enti mo je bon twa center kon se no be plans na makomo a nipa 21 be usa nipa 21 or more than 21 be u
obi so de shewu na ne bo afu
enti bi ba ku de je na ye kunkum ko sa enti no rather than I think say omunye intelligence work na who pose a problem na be back in far a year distance so no answer na problem na ba. That's the best way that you can protect the citizens now. The area shows a protecting you know.
And you can the see where you can police have assurance say
I know the in fact Adabraka there no say police and chi won kra no a na say Ghana police be need the omumbi. I can tell mark my words me man 1 week.
Okay.
Police will catch these people. Okay. Na ya say nipa no no so yes adwuma no e wo sa area no. Ene abefu mre abem ya. Ya digitalization agi omen ya fei.
E dey na jo.
Ba omia ma men kama se. Ba omia dey
make him one one thing. They na make him man na dey one one.
Ba jo ba. Man na so say on dey one thing. Man na mra.
Ba omia digitalization abama ene obi ahia so we kura kapre e wo de boto. Sebe se 300 million crown episode of Mobia. Ukra merchant a year would be a year then I'll sika bag by SS. Missuma dear, Emia. I am maybe a million says can be no be about betam. But say me Mr. Betamia, why Uncle Nakabuku see me? Because bags and Crawford sa and the Gugu card him. So we now. Near 2 big goose and Crawford and Cotasi. Now my TV in Grammy some say this is on the first time. I happened that second time. And it was happened first time. One for protection here, and I say anyway, or the protection grant can depend on. But what I'm challenging the police to do for me in this particular instance, prove me wrong. Set this time within a week, you bring these people in.
But I see.
I can
you best say baby. Say
I don't know can say me na
lawyer Brem.
Never very well mean.
Yeah. Udi kan no na lawyer Brem ye hwe bokon sensem ni say u kasem mienu na ye hwe de ekono metio the next 10 minutes.
Anyway, the mienu never police but my mendi kan chia me papa bi answer. The deputy superintendent of police Edward Jan or district police commander one of the Ashanti regional districts in Bako Manson area. Upon a permit over the weekend you did a very excellent exercise for us. I mean sure. Na more in animal T region so in Kayes His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is visiting you today and tomorrow. Our nani so adehunu ebremo. Ye nyina ye nitwi nitrada ne enkobo ne enhia no. Na ye ntie nani so adehunu papa wo de be som Ghana mine from January 2025 onwards. Na ye ntena se ye mpenchire mu ani mu hu mu nyinara. Na ye gidi wo wrade mu sa nyame na do no ba dancer boa or the sompa ma amanfo ehwo atom ana bebra Ghana fo ya ka ne se awie no na maintain sim say robbery at
mama dada ya
Adabraka
mama dada ya zama okay
Adabraka robbery no I think say
mama dada
Ghana Police Service under IGP Dampare is becoming more reactive than being proactive.
I didn't know kind of
so no Adabraka yi what is the distance between Adabraka and Accra Central Police Station?
Oh, so then the baby
that be me pension mo question kete on bizarre the distance between Adabraka and Accra Central Police Station
emu
good
so baby wa police station Gabon say me chire
oh nyambotra la ni meba number 2 Adabraka wona mu ne district police command Adabraka na nkasa wona district police command the reason the America say man ya more reactive reactive than being proactive in this side oko mama fa UK example oba UK wo hye wo dam na obi window crack na wo hwe wo dan achi you will see policemen 1 na wo mo hye wo yellow reflectors na wo mo na mo dan achi foot patrols here the only can see your police vote na traffic as na wo try say we better red light no what motor na ja ko chesi no that's what we see most
sir
because the police patrols will cause what district within that environment anymore and they are very visible a ban sign will be timid to car
ebe block kwan for not less than 5 minutes. It me a robbery. Enye na age twi move one after the other. Ekoka mu ba. Ejina what me to for some minutes. Na man for ejina wo no police officer came around until after the event or incident. And some the police were about CCTV footage. But I'll come to the people them so me confirm me boss so but do them my police body any answer.
But crime there. Then I say you can so crime see.
You see, let's try to understand something. Me say what we are not getting is proper patrols within environments. You understand? Mean maybe I want here, but the I say we are where I want here no. Uti how we my police phone na mo there no there no fit there. Fair enough. But it's not so in so many areas. Say at the side Adekye is the heart of Accra. And it baby sa no. Opa that same area no mabro nyange say so. You see the way you be finding police around there. Should you always be sabro nyabanza na? When is Xmas? I mean maybe I'm a security expert. And me I don't need to be educated on police duties. Me say the police in the month of December no police officer goes on leave. They block leave until after Xmas duties. Somewhere middle of January. Between that time, you find a huge number of police officers perambulating and patrolling within this same environment, see any other areas. I didn't say to be part and parcel of our daily routine. Say every beyond within our environment, you'll be finding police officers patrolling with bicycles, and never someone the motors will bring. It shouldn't be difficult for police to arrive at the scene within less than 3 minutes. It shouldn't be difficult. Now, next year to come, but more about me and when I saw the video over the weekend, me sound a weapon. If you want to, and you have AK-47.
AK-47.
And Pampa later on, my son video for me say they were showing some of the cartridges, and I'm saying, "Some kind." Because the sound of weapon out, any ordinary weapon. Where did these boys get this kind of weapons from? Because Ghana Mremono, what do you mean to AK-47, Babiara? So I'm saying that civilians mean access to AK-47 or certain assault rifles. It will be called robbery. Things are becoming too much. There are too much weapons in the hands of people. And the earlier the IGP and the police administration and the entire security staff, especially Ministry of Interior, able to take bold steps about it, the better for us. Because the rate at which a true conquer is becoming too much. It's becoming too much. And civilians, some of them have said that when you access to weapon, they become trigger happier. Trigger happier. When you know much of that, watch a video, look at the way they were firing weapons over there. If not, suddenly they were firing into the air. And I said, many people did one more show me looking at them live and calling them almost 2 people. Do you know how many people have died there? And within all this time, nothing happened. They are gone. What the assurance about you? One children says the cash of 300,000 cities in a quarter. Will you get the 300,000 cities? The money is gone.
But yeah, showing so say the old Kenyan crime so the US and UK near the
I'm not saying crime is not there, but the one I walk and me say they come within your environment. You see them very often.
And that's the point I want to get. And instant reaction. Do be a see and Sunday Yakochini panel.
And him, must say, what the many parts me and challenges that said they make an answer.
Minkas or
we have same thing here.
There have been instances of police are active on the ground.
Yes. I am saying that we need to find police doing a lot of community patrols than seeing them adjust traffic lights.
But so okita to say no. Ebeye just say BSC to me police near the now.
Of course.
And you know
police one gone.
But so onu kita to auto. And the oka say police in the cry instantly. On to go to na no.
Na say nipa na ban. The news that there was nothing there. Do you think if they are seen a uniform person there?
Say sisa say
do you think if they are seen a uniform person there, they would have gotten that impunity to misbehave the way they were misbehaving?
No, I said they kill people.
They wouldn't say elsewhere sisa said they okay.
You comparing to elsewhere. You say elsewhere and the way they do their things is not the way you do your things here. We don't get that. We don't get community patrolling.
How so any police in Yan wrong go?
Sure. Anytime there is robbery, 2 things are involved. Either so will be one environment around baby admissy, not necessarily the very same house or premises, but will be all around any media way and no problem tomorrow robbery any back.
Okay.
Or be on what we do or one chain. Say be a woman the free as a shop was a damn napier if I want a good car. you can imagine that it's possible that obi a woman sent that message somewhere and that and the phone because scientists are nobody knows that we shall them one.
Obi na omo.
Obviously, anytime there's robbery, obi na matter of.
We dem no ko yi omodeba.
That be onse na.
Go for the tete on.
Onse I didn't what as na what there be to the kind of book can answer.
Sir.
To the book can na video right.
No dey ko.
No, what the kind of book can.
Can it 2 year no.
Can you go for the one kon bomu no. Ana on block can.
Omo ne car ada.
Sana no ko ye. Entini there's a nice kind of access. I don't know say that
say video na.
Emerson was safe.
Okay, I
that car na Asia car red.
They had a tip
of and just a car move
they were transporting.
So car is can
but you know, he was standing there earlier on. I know this kind of fit them the good car before he started moving out.
Oh, okay. Aha. The driver was really investigated.
Was it?
I was a driver no more investigated.
Every other person, even would say office no money penny now has been investigated. Woman, because robbery incident is that me say anybody say if you and say be a boy say I'm just assuming say be a woman for be anima or let's say I mean any far away distance been in the buy. And you so what to them will be always got an officer. Do you know that's always got an office? You have no idea.
Okay.
All right. What the idea be until say we be more alert or something. We don't know. So that's how robbery comes. Robbery be a BCBR, and that's what the host alert say, not say advice say. She said, "We never be away in fear. Would be refined there. Avoid people getting too much knowledge about your things that you are doing, because the banks they send information to people, and then they come to rob you."
Okay.
But quick incidents, basically and typically, government negligence.
Why?
Government negligence. Government is in charge of security.
Government dey.
Na
government ati
another minute government negligence. You understand me what I'm saying? Government negligence. I know. That's what I mean. Government is in charge of security. What the man says, you prevent something from happening first. And so the best what you preventing and USC and so what you call apprehension. So two things are involved. So, share example I know the email. Say yasima asuma simma. Oni ha asumdwe asumdwe mama obi ahwoto no. But obamu wana mente me ho asiaba. If you know this, eba ne say na ultima kwan ma de ense eba ne ba. Na on prevent say could say NC. It nente because government negligence. Because that prevention, we now want that oversight power now. But
government in government out. I try BI.
Oh, you so we should always allow the people to die. That is why there is change. So anytime a new person comes in, you bring something that I didn't know what now they are back. Now you just over something permanently. All right. Everyone is saying that we must say. So if so, your kind sanity. So we must say me ha or maintain what we see. We never. We see the mama crying. Mama ba mad in this situation. That's the first question. Because all banners are one net to me with over that all. What do you mean? So he not being there will prevent anything from happening. But so man the crime money will remove here. Yes, in the and like you were saying, so what me can say, oh, I said what to the and the obedient brand in any police as someone. The core mandate of police service is to prevent crime.
Exactly.
Prevention of crime.
Okay.
So we see one year no concept one any secret.
Any here pa.
Okay. If say krono a, who do the anime go akoma krono ne makra. You say sina okopo ni kwana nipa na koche no. Waduma ba ko pa number 1 ne say wo makrono ne makra.
One see
for the command of police service. And say you travel should have go police for sometimes you even find them fighting among themselves.
Me that say.
Police, military, and enemy who back. I'm saying prison service function is is this a customs and immigration? I mean, can you imagine? People who are supposed to go and protect life and properties over there rather tend to be fighting themselves.
You're covering Nsroma.
Then the question is that why the about so if government want to solve this problem
for Anusina,
Sabai person said we are no kwanya. What you want to have tribal issues? Tribal issues something a first we be some we say your hand we say on your hand and na tribal issues number. So what will you do? Make first of all a BC war friend saying yendi some years back. Yet me Oh, any man no
see that time near the
no time no time na
the time nyina ye
one time near the phone ya can so omienka
eh o so use time na person
time no say na
near the
time no say na
me the mouth 25 ni
jai sir
no be BSc no be BSc
whatever my guy dey make an crack o ma men kan my guy my guy my guy
time ma me o de me kun me na say
ya tia wa ya betra wo dey time nyina won ko wo dey time nyina me ko sisi se me ka tia no me ka wan 50 questions na told him so no no 50 questions
na za problem na de e lawyer ba me ba
50 questions na
Adekye
hey lawyer me na have zero me producer na me duma na me yo
machia na machia me ofa ani minua na machia Ghana fo nyina
me am 35
so senior front member
na
associate
na machia
on the way we have a bomb so bo
so me ofa to the
na go asem ko
ofa to the baby
on the lawyer you we have a bomb so bo you but meet you
make jina yura ala ojo chairman nem ani afrafranto nyina nem na mada enkramantem for ase pa na we dey now o papers no doors nti we ehunu a mia me de be kirew enim ofa the new crusading guide
na the one track crowd no one person
oh me pacho catch o producer say mama pictures ni on fa bi nkire mame misre no
eh ya semni
Alliance Afafranto Yellow Army brings Accra to a standstill.
New Crusading Guide.
New Crusading Guide. Ebi a hu.
Oh, me we see a newspaper review ni dada.
Na o hwe se painti Greater Accra Yellow. Oh, producer onya maduma na dey no
we dey kasa baba.
Na o hwe se dey painti enkran yellow. Na over you space na hu ni ye.
Over here.
Now I say a painting.
Right, oh, there you.
Ebi see that. Now, this shows the strength, the trust, and the believer. Greater Accra region, any Ghana funina, a war, Emma Uralan, could you tremanten? Tiabeda Mossi, near Democracy. Now, Mebama Semso, security matters no. But one key issue amisumi hu ya eda makoma so kese. Labadi Beach Hotel pays record 16.5 million Ghana cedis dividend.
Nti ebewia ka uyo last.
I mean me
Labadi Indian ya ton nani.
Nti me so.
Land to the cosity there no so ba.
Na is won fa so no.
Me produce information now dey am me chere say police for apike driver no any some other people are
who say
the red car
offer chuma ekasa no ekasa me can say the driver should be investigated because menye security driver but nindia kakra me wo ho no se car Iralan na front ni twi titifo ni ahefo Greater Accra na hunu san we nya sentiment mu over you space na no
na no so
Greater lawyer Greater Accra pa na
once we feel
na fekeke ai na pa na asema na make no driver no send your car no blockade red car no any send you si free car no se driver no ko pese wo saw mu nyina asia enko betimi aye ebiso no nya experience right
yes possible
because there was from the footage I saw no
there
and then making
there
was the footage na me hu ye ne de
yeah
nanke was utimi disarm omo kakra na utimi twifa so car na nke be sei but enko betimi etwa fam and nko ye so you see the way he moved the car, he moved it as if there was nothing happening.
Tibia no hu sabra no hu hwe a kire ansa na car ne be hia no hwe video
car sika sa gum menua ya intwini sa keke.
Okay,
but coming back to
the main issues
Move them crack a can.
Building on and someone of a name Chum Ekano.
Yeah.
I think that police council no I also recognize the fact that first of all we are in an election year. 2, we are getting close to Christmas. November money in these times no na a crime ekosro.
Okay.
Not only do we need police visibility and patrols, but we need police that are equipped. Last week, interestingly, na meka assembly atre police nibi. Say ye free adwuma na ye pon anadwo ne ye kwa. Ne ye hu police barriers bebre. But one thing I have noticed, and it's a member no motorbikes no so no omo side arm. Na bia we hu bema baako na okura eki. Omo maka nyina obi enkura weapon.
O can barrier checks for none.
Barrier checks for. What you say?
Yeah.
Ebi on kura obi dru ho no. Na bike ni no. Say ono e so ye patrol.
Yeah.
I think that is their arrangement. O tu no bike no ono pe ni bi okura side arm. Omo maka nyina bia no nkura hwe. So they need to be well equipped. Probably bia omo wo ebia ye ni yehunu say kura wo. But in these times, the visibility, the physical evidence should be there. Not criminal na warban. Ohunu say a police wo mujina hui. A police wo mutimo to see. Omo mote ponko see. They are well equipped to face a square should anything happen. Yeah. Say incident ni see no hwe na bakosemo a ebi esi open.
The very same people according
to the story,
video na boy na ni nipa bia na omo kasa chese.
After I spoke to a few people, this happened on Saturday. I am tempted to believe it is the same
shop or office, whatever.
Or office or whatsoever. Into my question is, first one now is see, what was the analysis that was done? Incident na see, police for definitely would have investigated. Assessment being na omoye. Omoye and security advice being omodema unia corner shop na any dia.
Okay.
Because one ebi ohoruma BBC a ebi kura na bibia shop no wono kura no. Security wise it is not the best
sin ni.
When it traffic the back of the people.
Into one chain ho na e can say nkaka beat me afa no.
Okay.
What you say? Into the can be beat me and say nke be busa door.
About camp down national.
About camp down.
Then we move at a fast speed.
I mean, this is say the any who near here can
one. The who near can. No driver no so be kind of different.
Also be kind of different.
Oh, you German go with me a fire. Go my fire kuno.
Anyway, I mean, also
ruthless people.
It's rather to protect the life.
And I say, it's sort of me immune and then nipa bear for. Sorry, just
but you can be o.
You can
be private.
So, I mean, but at me can what was the assessment that was done? Because almost a business be or quantum of money be would you room and now to me keep there are certain environments you cannot have such businesses there. Sikano should do level beer and he say keeping war. And even business now, these are banks and juma. You should not accept certain business transactions when it is coming on cash. And these are all security advice that the police would give you. Into the Mibusa said, first one now, see assessment ben on my now ye bia no kra no into only banga omo bullion van and go meet me there babefa.
And answer another question.
What you say? It could also be say ebiana or the kwa koto nyoma goods immediately. But then could there not be an alternative to this?
Yes, intelligence you can say.
This is an assessment that the police should be able to do and come out with a full report. Na enye efutuo Emma and Kaifo. Because we business over him no ebi na business na nyon nko na we be kura no mosaso. And omo businesses. So that we can use that to inform you know. But in tidying that up to Boko incident, you know. Yeah. Boko has a historic background. A free time bia for no any and tokwasem colonial time linear they didn't all of these background analysis ought to be done. But then are we not to believe say Boko issues no it has a political undertone that some people are benefiting from the instability in Boko? Because over here anytime a Boko issues no be rising up no na around elections time steady Boko conflict no ebe man ho mini so bia no na ya bato mrem. What do we not know? DNA wo ho a ye ni
international so we issue statements politicians in twom ho free mu no
DNA wo mu a ye nim and I won say Boko nsem no unlike Dagbon case no na ye nwanfo mi no it can easily be dealt with, but Boko issue no two different tribes and they are dealing with two different issues. One has to do with the land and the other one has to do with the chieftaincy. So
the land as in Boko Nangasanga.
Yes. Say overlord no.
Yeah.
The assassin any dia wo. Any what you hene. What you say. So these are two different issues they are dealing with. And so a very sensitive I was a security analyst follow. It mean they should be able to name and shape. Because me see he o catch me say Boko incidents there is no political undertone. I catch me say oboa. Okay? Obi analysis be true. 6 constituencies they join where here.
Boko no.
Baako pe the MPP dia. Enum ye NDC for dia.
Meaning
okay. If there is instability in that area, na de tabo eto omo so a. Obi adwini ni o. There is a tendency that people will not be able to vote. They would go to other places for safety. They will go to their safe homes. Until day of elections, no. Madodu MPP for benya or NDC for benya or asobet.
We sure say no here.
No, I will be analysis.
Obi adwin which far fetched from the
what he has said. It is also far fetched.
Political party.
I don't know what's the Obi say instability na e wo ho no. Eboa ma aban bi so because e bi se NDC apen so. And the BSC MPP apen so. Obi si aban a oteso no so no eso fa so di nyesika e de the campaign. Because operational money is be a no for security purposes no. It is unaccounted for. These are all analysis very people infantile. Are making. You understand?
Yeah.
It might be very juvenile, it might not make sense, but these are things that people are looking at. Why are we not able to give an end solution to this? Because unim 2 months to 3 months na court edisubo tabo eto abrantie no so no ohene no ya ma no kwan ma na nkowura kro no bio me pa chawo adwobrɛwo ene asundwi eba
okay
inti court na dwene mo no me de enka wo se court no adwin kwa akire ehunu se abato mmerem ne ewo mu yi emra wo ho de na me de mmerɛ yi ebeye adwumen ade asundwi beba
me da se
no of na yeah on court no so Moses here we will make it a very big mistake
me more no so bo
they court dan ka say onko court is want to be stopping from going there name wa all beba ho na no is a problem but when say we make decision no man come na we get in court cannot say right
court na ye free no so no
right you can be don't make a mistake no right is absolutely no court say would be stopping from going there till court has a call or say you can't stop this gentleman from
going there.
Good.
Yes.
But so what we bound or call that's what we to come here at that moment you were right so stop.
So anything and ma
court na dey so anhwe se bia konipedi nya obekọ enti na ba court
when you dey court is the regional security council and the boy omo na mo hwe bam
nti o se court ni tie regional security council
omo tie stop obi aba ahodie afọ kron so dey obi stop na dey have a police na bomb how many
because we dey me no nyadwen because woni
me no nyadwen cause we got more be kro you can do that
and our regional security council need to me so we stop you or from going there. The only place
once you 20 minutes won't get away.
Hey, Jim. Your person no name ko but former president
45 so there 5 50 75
you no be there 5 near you
until 5
president and one won money and am examination questions I don't know what the question
and you brand hi enti mo me ni ebra so ne
one am hi and as
that be ko be you bin ka wasem some people will demand the whole day cross on
lawyer
I ready I know me come na mu when you be on the na here bisa maybe let's give you on me just that's how out here also adman one of that
anything that may be a transformational plan no reforms
so me no like
order in court reforms are the best here no koko sector
the question asema former president and cause 2024 elections exercise was it 24 exercise ballot papers were given to MPP in 2020. It won't happen this year.
Who you know and I was about the next topic.
And there be say to Akatu. The second one ni
and we are
now the vice president catch Mebunu.
Okay, so now you should the entire number here can say. 8 hour I say ballot printing region bia say I'm not say regional or the highest number of voters Greater Accra.
Okay.
And San Aquashanta region number 2. Wasn't region and that was me,
okay.
Followed by Eastern region number 3 in that order. So I think the last region here.
Okay.
Used to make figures
from
Eastern and San Central near that side to flow in the Western region, Northern region, voter regions are not vehicle. Now all print here. Nan we are crowd the use of print here is a yes entrance because of economic party issues in that the who in the say printing press are all printed for Ashanti region, Eastern region, Savannah, and I think Northeast. Now they were printing some extreme excesses, and that excesses in were check here. They were printing about 3,000 more for every constituency. Enti yenua baako a ono isu gina mu mayen at the printing end eye japa and hu saade so he prompted ekobusa questions with the womo eye womo ye in charge of your friends and printing of the opening room ebusa womo say ni mehu what is the rationale behind this so for personal losses near that I'm okay well so personal losses they are permissible. And you say bia mobile print be you never see bia with the bulk sheets bia basic thing and the shame so print
maybe I say
okay it be we bia say na is say bia print here bia instead of 13 bia ebo bi fa so abaye bia 7 6 b na 10 whichever the bands are no technically I say and so we even now for shame so if some printing our printing exercise now almost every other printing press reasonably does that but not in that extreme number. So what I say, not in that extreme number. But open woman no didn't the answer and say what they don't at two and before no anymore. I have to listen to my friend video at an interview and a interview. He said in fact he admitted sir an institution like bulk press a penino or so or admitted so no indeed that is extreme because there is no consequence in power. So if I mistake, be about armor printing. Now, printing complete set in the car. Ubenya say will be about to about NC. Because by the day of elections, some people will not be alive. Excuse me to say this. Ebe do no be no be ntiase nto adano ebe so no woni ho. Ebe do no bi wonpo na watu kwan ekọ bia amanane mpo a bia Ghana akra woni ya. Nti o meto aba ne bi. Several things can occur and the emma wunya 100% turnout. Sometimes even 80% is even difficult. So what I say, nti ye too much ballot papers to be printed in terms of that exercise no. So yeah, maybe towards even some kind of default beside the medical act. It shouldn't be in that excess. Say every conscience you have a uniform number of about 3,000 across board. That raises suspicion. But you won't be paying. But because of say young person you won't be paying, this time we are extremely vigilant.
I won't be paying the former president.
Oh, of course. Now say you
last 2020.
We know what they do. We know what they have been doing.
And then NDC.
We know what they have been doing. We know what they have been doing.
Material can assume
now say you can.
Some are working.
I'm going to say 2020, but this time on the only pen and pennies who will be. If you who will be a minute, this time I trust repetition. It's as simple as that. A BS pen. Let's say pen and you then you can so has a when we own country so this time around
the Electoral Commission no.
Now Electoral Commission and new subset. They are subset now.
Yeah, sure.
But my sir no nyambibini.
Say the human no eh.
But on nyambibini. Want to I friend say when communicator ya na kwatra so na IT dey bend no bang afro you know say bunu say afro reading ho ba bi. You bend unu ndi bondi you bend say
minim
now why get the father feel his name is not coming off. I mean I mean we know all these things. So they are subset technically. But in the market I'm saying penny say you won't be pen won't be. So whatever we experienced 2020, we are not ready to experience the same thing again in 2024. So this time around, vigilance is the key. And we are being extremely vigilant. So we are giving them a close mark and say, and from where I sit and what I know, there won't be a repetition of settings again. It's anybody printing. Printing money. That is why they have decentralized and given it to several printing presses that it should be printing. And yet, I'm not against that. But she said, what man are we going to hear the crime on whom any of mine? Because yen trauma, yam a trauma show. And my wound cabin moves up the doco being sent on the bonny on Edison Demudi, NCBM. So if that is your plan, so yes, Obiama was the cabby, set trauma as I didn't be a fantastic man. Because we did the carbon and would be for
but we been so former president Kasasa also BT war drum because
war drum
say men primacy ye de ebi ma ebi ene
when war drum
ade nso si a o de ko na wakọ official report say o say ya printi eyi bi de ama
how can that be a war drum how can that be a war drum
be na say ade si one report anka ho asem
ade a wo dey say na ko want ya one report mo hwan Akufa da ban modern report
Electoral Commission no hear about one so.
Akufa da ban modern report
we command police service.
Security.
We report to police service.
Akufa na mo report to question the Emma police for question.
And you different from
now what's your reporting? And I'm giving you an instance.
Question that you say
I am giving you an instance. No, the president reported into the police. A question. Do you know how far the case had gone to?
In the NDC, this I
am asking you a simple question. Do you know how far Do you know how far that matter has gone into? Very good. Into now.
Question that you know
President the power for your report and Pacific. And when did they receive? I'm on Panama Musa. My report will be on police for me. Say more. What has to me so? Say I'm pass up boy. Embassy sign. What's ya? When the question? How many years are alive? Now no reporters on any opposition for report. It is tell you where we are. Because it is to tell you where we are, but you see, it is nothing near war drum. OBMBT war drum here. Let's not create that impression. OBMBT war drum here. We are telling you, say, and maybe this year, Yampo, you can't want someone to say, but an idea. Dear see, no, you see, I'm not coming this being indeed. So, never did I say, officer has had in Kibum. Because we found it with only one printing press are our 24 regions. There can yes, they are also doing that of personal thing. But yes, it's in the hundreds.
About 24 regions, Etiamra.
Oh no. Now they became the one Jana. I mean, so even if now come over with my I don't care.
Okay.
I don't follow me that too. Me say you would money in the year. As to who prints what, I don't care. Make sure your work is decent. Make sure you don't meddle in anything that they have any make what's not. So what man wants here, we know yes but where we found that there's some kind of ill happenings be and for tabi because of we will not allow it or we not allow it to happen. Anything that make us say the human run and then you need the house of war. You need the house of war. So the scene not being with BCBM. And like I said, where I sit and what I know, there will not be repetition of errors.
What do you know?
There will not be repetition of errors. Everything and then you know a bit proud. You're printing central region has been put on hold for presidential. You're printing on one more DMV. I think it's because of my main issue in almost women and put on hold. But they are being I mean I never don't call a yeah. Said they were given 10 days to bring a new candidate. In terms of I think the 10 days is still running. I don't know how many days is left. It, you know, so I want to for body. They will just do and then print and then continue to print. That's why my parliament they won't go so print because then the issues being so far.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe I mean many issue with anybody printing whatever. I know several companies. What my printing I know we see in no link and bulk press and whatever. Several other companies they're printing. You know, it's good. They should be printing. A way for them to also make money so far as their business is concerned. It's good. Maybe no problem with that. But the over here ain't trade the amount come out. Simple.
Like Mr. Carlos.
For no man the whole day.
And then this. Why
are you beating war drums?
Why do you war drums? War drum here.
But what you are the best chamo. I grown from. Idea be you deserve. Oh, you bet to abana mama who say say.
My wife ambulance here for them because I hear when I
so
no enye be mu.
Say what be what is what lose be na emotion.
Message me nuanum say my ken ade ehia pa. Okay. Me nuanum na ebusuafo e wasuo mo nya very careful. See enim na etrawo na ma obi e de sempoa e bedane friend saying what tensidisa
dama
wanya careful la sa sika ketwa na obi dia boso e bia na ye wa usika kura o e na wafa kwa meso di ache e no de ba bedada wo na ama kwa chieftaincy Daniel wo kasa oti ye mi kasa na
wo ye yi wo UTV na mabunu ni ade
me ba to mo nyima president na menhwe me pese me wudu
obi mpema me yi achiro
me pese me hu ne chihin aka afasa ase wo yo
o na se kan se wo sisi wa
and be king but e bia na
and mpo no yin o chihin de no yin
mo pa to
o chihin ne kasa
Indian no, you know about it. One second. You see, the air can me addition be a money. Ochimemo. Continue and as I said,
away a mamre.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, thank you. Those words, yeah, now, exactly. Good. Thank you. Sorry. So, the person making you, Ochimemo. Country and I say, be a mancrado at the Bushia Bimu. Ya Bushia Kunya.
Yeah.
Nti we jamba se bia mema busua medam ana edi sa akonya no but unfi adese busua mu abusua na wo na timi yi obi ba se yemfa ne se hin ne ohema no yeah konti hin no na se bia mankrad no won free sa adese abusua na mu wo free different one and this akonya mpoto ne ya de foforo besisi wa konti hin no na ba ponti obi se wo ma medi hin so how much more sense no na bet mesi hin no we see the intimate to him and he. So
I may say me nya daje enhyedan konkotra asase mu na niamate ne se emantie bia na ze mamu abi wasuo mu a omo mo agim edi sa continue chia or dada or do na mama nya na mo nya problem enye possible say onipa bi betumi di esi no say me gbawura busua bi say papa yikan akwakotu ohin osiso akwakopo bi what be that
it's not that
me can work continue kwa na ohin na usa che no watu ama a friend saying state council worker state council ochin agiatu awon issue hu let the crowd aba
ti ochin na aka say dem gidi say on bi aba 2 year
ma me come a friend say you was it former president say dey go that wo can use
na wa
2020
you try big guma
MPP
yes say tokwafu bi na ato akeka
and then we hu ade no kan
ade no hu ye
no kan
e ho kan say
the otin no kan
ye mama say e po bia wa elections wo Ghana pa wa ko bebre from assemblyman true to say obedi president wa ko elections wo bia utie and you nim ballot a friend is saying a friend the polls see nipa bebre me assure say okata ni kra o nya advice easy how to run elections
so be no wan fa
easy ben
well if say easy be fa no kwa
easy
lawyer mpacha man
Afarijan can also police a friend say elections are won at the polling stations open but is in chat ballot represent 30,000 300,000 Namimi polling station makoto aba ye we ballot accounting ye the papers buy ya churo papers ye tre ya churo papers verify ya churo papers to ya churo balance ka any ya kan hu send the wom na wo pink sheet so ya sign NDC ya sign PCP ya sign ne kura me a wo the ballot paper for friend akọ is that is what they don't know into am go Supreme Court I say no get ya wanya figure ba akọ kra mfa because they don't know but the point is say obu no mo kire say anyanse in 2012 krono am the boy yere yanka so stop ballot paper
so wo di nkugo de krono
that makes you enjoy boy krono I'll teach you I'll show you why Sharon is time
and then ballot
I'm starting so movie ya di a friend is to me the anchor ebesiwo ni akata so me bada me explain
lawyer mpacho nya botem no
and explain nya some develop ya metamorphose to this point says yes the transparent and this wo bia be mo se hwi good and yen nya koto na e dia kwakotum and after ballot accounting in 2012 you tell me twafo fa ya chi di hye enum ade omo ya plus 1 minus 2 tie
wo braso de area
o me
so court mo ko bi e wini ma na wo de ende wa area na ono de ende
ma me so ye de ni obi an ya ama your friend saying that time Supreme Court omo pasum dwenti omo ma na esi
na wo de ende no pasum dwenti
it is never possible so we can president be a vote president in the MP say e wo pardon na MP do gira en o kom nyina vote bomu a ene ono ni vote onya en no difference be match we onya 300,000 votes more than all the MPs put together.
Over say to abaye hu consensus o mampani nya chen
300,000 remember tie ni omo ya ni say ballot accounting na say MPP nya 984 no man 492
so abe na mo wo polling station
ana make
now to be because na
what is out there that time no ni adwen ko and na ya adwen akoso abi who say pinch as Afarijan ka kire
say no matter
court one we win we or court ka kire say we win election at the police station and then every police station
where you at police station
ya to abawie pe wa we police agent no o pink sheet has to go to a certain friends vote tie no go do sa vote one man nipa bi ti back end and ye quality e just an easy answer be can results no yen ni a resource
every party does that
you don't I come back test you I say look at every party does that the calculator battery
say the o ka so ya de bi ohun yen so why ya de bi no ohun tun no so ka no
baby no can no how is it possible say what the fan say
now what
reasonable people we cannot just fathom or not look in the air and just say anything opening
meet you
you printed 3,000 ballot papers amame okay yeah check your fingerprint on the ballot make me a thumb print me go hin paper ben me kwa choro e de ballot paper no e na kwa accounting no e wo e president easy headquarters yan to aba wo ho J. Mensa doesn't have any power to even give one vote more to any of the candidates. What happens? They say people now actually so every polling station no akọ regional office district office akọ regional office upper central strong room no.
So
The most important thing for anybody to do is to ensure say at the polling station, and I'm saying this to a friend saying will be MPP polling agents. Mumie money. This is why I am some years smart, but me say we policy elections here or polling station and this in winning election we're gonna have
policy.
Me can a friend saying niminim. Say we policy elections ballots our polling stations are near making sure say 298 is written 298, 194 is written 194, not 914. And now so say 128 on for 2 count and 130. Every police station 2 count 4 times the 30,000 police station. Now here Papa Ndebeko. If you only 300,000 votes more than the MPs, no. Yeah, who are any BA after 2012? You say never again. As the Israelis say, we will make sure. Say at the police station, we will do everything possible to ensure say and there was so. And this is for and they should go back and think of another stealing methodology. Say the boy say and I know you
also but the point is say Papa no walk Papa no walk why you beneficiary 2012 of what happened in Ghana here. And this is for boys who document be the document. Almost fresh acronym plus 2 minus 1. The document. Plus 2 1. Who wrote police station? Who wrote it? Who wrote it? Lawyer. Plus 2 minus 1. Who wrote that document? Look on can be. Instructions of the man polling agents. They say polling station biano. Who throw a friend saying Ekufuado Winsa. See, me no free Ekufuado ni na family parliamental. And I want to we no anya 300,000 and man the come we are figure na obi kwati obedience. And make catch us. Now we agent. And make catch us. And make catch us. 2016 let me tell you 2016 and I make a choice say those times no because I know be na catch 2020 na realization in the one make say yadwe ankoso that say yadwe okay it is the same after 2022 because those times you know what they were doing was 2020 and be na also okay that honestly cost of so say apprentice man medical stuff bala go go me vai bala go no go go where the people no people na ye dey adwuma no and was say T two free Ekufuado dim. Nafa one come mama. Na question ba say na wo wen. Na wo hen. Wo but what dey mo ni. Hey, and here be any is not possible. So are not share that Roma. Dr. Bawumia that Roma. Yeah, the digitalization aba. Enti answer kran sana. Ensi benya the figures so yeah the pinches ni na kwa machine no calculate. Enti we to never happen again. Me say no dey win election. No mun so na I can never win election cringing organ. So I'm doing another method to still their plan is to go to our stronghold and fire gunshots. Now what was stronghold? Some of here I seen I was there. Baby, I seen of me. Obi to win. I was there. Never again. Never
send your more approach ballot accounting.
Yeah.
I am Munai. NDC and MPP there.
Be a candidate.
Be a candidate. Sound of the economy, no, any edit me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
When I is na dollar and BB and number. What do I say? Be a candidate. But I'm fortunate to be part of your team now. Yani easy engage when it comes to ballot printing and na se for no na jumedi bia no o sha sia eya senia ofa o hyasie no eno na ebekire dede yu a ebeba ho media ma adwene mu no the level of engagement easy print houses security and the political parties no enyae ansana printing of ballots no ye hyasie no it wasn't enough to give an understanding and in-depth knowledge to agents no name political parties no even in regards to the rules of engagement IPAC naming IPAC
but
we independent
there be the last ballot papers the
last IPAC no
about printing of ballot really amoka ho bi
oh ye ka ho say you set up another platform 13 candidates ni nyina no ye ni omo engage but IPAC no na I just want it on record say ye nka yes but there is a platform
the who can tell me be say question
say there is a platform
for we
13 presidential candidates no IPAC no dey administrative ye kwa mo me nkasa administrative process procedure mo use I was saying komutimi amend at least for the purposes of because IPAC no kwa your political parties be honmo omon kan bato no ho so they have a voice in the 2024 elections and a different discussion altogether but what I'm saying is that there should have been a more in-depth engagement between the political because near koso ayentiasi bi na enya adwuma on say ballot statistics no ye wo kwan omofa so mo ye no vote number of constituency bia e wo number of ballots I was omo printing and omo a cut off percentage omo printing eguso for operational losses any other incidents obey as the why your budget no why the miscellaneous what you say that is what is happening into ballot ni bia no
omo print miscellaneous no bro budget no so
no yes
when me na bro so when you much ya omo na ene ya mo so
mo man ngasa
mo man ngasa fanya ni akata o koso na na
to aso
emre bi etwem entiasia na ye won se na sa operational percentage no de kan ho no na e do so dodo because sani omo kan no ye koto aba da ye be kwa koto no ye onipa ni bi wo hono mu a na nyame afre won ye wo bi wo hono kura na e bi a atoyenkyem bi ato na wontimi nko ye wo bi wo hono kura na apathy di wo se won konkoto aba eni wo bi wo hono kura e bi a na transfer no a month and 3 days to elections no ye yin every baby awo on enye no ho se on physical kura so ene dudu se se ko airport ya na reho kura mere kura ho ohwe mabunu pa omode omo bags gina airport a omo ko Canada the US adan edwuma ni oman ni sika ni oman ni je omo ko bo mo bra ti sa fu nyina omo ma meto abani bi
but the former president carried last elections this year
mami kens masem and nan was simbinti what you see and you see we abuachirwa so or dini background we asrewa or dini background we will be paying Diana Bebo. Good. So the American Basin said there is an issue of mistrust, and the issue of mistrust has been overraised and misplaced. Who said the American will treat
ya peje mudodo na ye mfan to baby eda
what you say inti ho and there was a print houses no any electoral commission any international enra omo try say omo ye bi omo ne international echirechere ensemu ema abotoyem ebai but the American ko sini say sa enchirechere no ne sa enkunyasi no eba ntemu a enkianko bibie we. And then Rami make suggestion be said there should always be a swift response from the Electoral Commission. not an emotional response. Because if your responses were emotional, I hear about what you cool. Make Matana came. Abo Apro 261 districts, 275 plus 1 constituencies. Mint now MOB internal condition one cry her. M 6 and 9. Yes, sir, a dini brebeba. What you say?
Yeah.
And I say no so I
we are growth.
The only uncolored arm of government, which is the judiciary. I was saying ka assembly dispute be bank if Johnny got to our woman. Say no so do no so a Ghana for no so elusu gidie ewo mu. Inti na obete sa manyo kasa omeka chiro say afiwe de afra say de sie mani si bi mu police station wa na ebe ye no enko court bia afra say ne nkasa sa let's say court no so gidie ayi wo mu no so ayeden abafo
the pressure to court no so
I will say electoral or one of the pressure to no minua mama nka say
because obi akọ person be dibim
Debbie
do kan wote once court na the pressure to no so
Debbie and you be akwa na wo so person dibim so what you say o yere nyim wa wo ba so wo be ma ana me boa
we di nkugu anyi
ode asem kokota na se yedini yi a unim se wo ani fa obedi bem and somewhere kokoti and somewhere kokoti nyina na omanfo difo a omyedidi
nyina de
but semeko na mranimfo no te ho atemmu otemuafo no te ho na me hwese ne o ka ne kasa ko
na yana fo anu si from na
that's why we be some questions na me you one why they want to
me misa question pe
na me hwe se ne ni gestures ni emotions ene ne nyoma kono na me hwese na chia se me fana adwobre so what you say ti se ne na nwi Supreme Court di ye ko yi owo a judges be bri Supreme Court wo wa empanel we ye wi what you say na omaba na lawyer ni ba ko raise objection because a politically sensitive matter. Now we raise objection to a certain judge or panel no so say judge asumesi emire bi atwam okoko pray say obeko mres shebe fie on the ticket of say no say constituency chairman inti looking at the sensitivity of this case yes I political it has to do with adwuma bi ananka opese wo ye inti no you know never nipa foforo bra nyese wa shoti nipa o you never nipa foforo bra ozu wuntia ebe ma gidie
medase
ayedin nti de make akosi ni say ballot printing no de ye be sere isi no nhihye ya wo ye say ye be to aso no ye be sere no onye nyoma ebe ma gidie a ye wowo mumu ebe pija
medase
because gidie no ekoso akofom a eno na ema saa mentime ho ase no ediba
medase Honorable Carlos, yenhwe emra ampani abedi achi otu franka ma MPP amanyuko ni oman ma na ekasa ye hwe de oye ya na asemba ko ka omu no a ye hwe wo ye so se ose mebuna wo oman Ghana mu ento aba ema omu edaachi bacho miti
say incoming president ekabibisa na oka ediesi asemuso when you say and bring and as a moment here we are what we call we are involved in an era a friend of digital transformation era the beer we are see and as be happy around SBR has got to do with digitalization now we share the way Dr. Baumia edi animu ama yama digitalization can call ewo krum hanmo anaso memu akona ni no sabe yen no e born before computer benefit nya on e ka krea bi ene young boy bi young lady bi e betumi afa phone ade ode be ye no o baketwa okura wa phone ya ode akura woni musa innovation and creativity aba digital world musisi enema obi kwat media ye nso so be shop plus me shop meton de online we making money or nya sika sin obi a we be shop kura wa bonten. It tells you say ye call into a different realm say mebunu a wo Ghana ha it will identify no mo di akire eyi education crapo de it says efanyinam because in education are transformed into e-learning any constructive a friend is saying information dissemination you don't necessarily have to be in a classroom to learn. You will e-books you will wait and for a year courses a year higher your friend is saying levels you enter classroom run here what Ghana ha and now we year course e wo Azerbaijan and answer Ukraine and Atlanta
digital na peda mebu ni hwemfa nto aba
say e mebu hwe say mebu no digital e omo be digital ye omo adia me fan so omo didi agro de bia gwa na mebu no phone iPad telephone computer omo nya internet wo so a ade ode be ye no sabita frache wo a wo ye ne papa na ze wo a wo no kura no ebia na sadwe ne ma wotrim
ade ni nya na discover o
say a lot of the time of course to every exception is a very rude exception but a lot of the time you know wo nim digitalization mu no etumi emove enya enyo enwo so pa
okay
and this is what he's telling them oba training 1 million youth in IT to give them the opportunity to be able to fend for themselves. I say, so make etumi ayi omo adwuma apejo omo agina ho. Bawumia is for the youth. Bawumia is coming for a mabunu a omo wo adwimpo bi say one person omo kaza ti omo adwuma to develop SME entrepreneurship and ensure say startups ebenya that opportunity to stand up on their feet. Say odwe won da say and I don't even understand. Yenina yenim Yera Mahama oni ba me kwa kujida be. Why the president da? Sabita frache. Ye me say ho. Papa me di president e den no ye ma ye mebunu. Mebunu bra me no mo kasa yo. Anti e se be hwe ho ekoto abaman. E den nwuma ana nwuma say na papa e create ye. Anti e se me ko hwe ho to abaman. One social intervention, just one. Ben na make me appointed to so sadie we ya. Yera Mahama ye intino. Ma me hwe no me kokoto aba emfema no. Unya bi. But here is the case wanya obi a obadi president da yenim na hoodin yenim ne bobre but yenim se ne nyansa ne nyoma waya enema nyoma bebre in the digital world you recognize Ghana America incoming president Kamala Harris we are ginasim pieso abogana abaso because of Bawumia the leading country in the whole world in a friend saying drone, a friend saying medical delivery services. Ada ina monhwe saade we hu na mo pese mo kokoto maba adigu baby. Obi hospital me nkonkoto aba. Obi hospital me nkonko yesi. Wo yesa one how ha ho because one to aba ma koto aba na ma ho. Na ma select obi a e bia wo mpe e dia ma ho. But in this instance when you have the opportunity I entreat you so be kwa bonten ho. No aka kire ho say min tribe a omiada at least I do there over 4 years obesa back abebisa for me vote biu e dia kokojina enti so oba na se ne okaso beye ana na me mensan kan 4 years me fema no
na 4 years am NDC need to so best stand bi
4 years no mama twi ma biu se ba ma wini a mama twi se NDC need for the beba na ne me huru okrom ha ne say from 4th republic you start presidents in your second term issues war a few drawings Kufuor Mama di Ekrabo de ndu ehia ba we anya president Kufuor de okan ni ko wi se
mama obeba so ntinya bote no wi na mra so
o yo so be kasa
no I know
nya bote no wi na mra so da
second term bia issues all why the understanding is say president work o me hu bio e be ju ma na bio nti o ya de a o ye no kokko so say father sir Shabaumia only 4 years pe o be for 8 years oba first 4 years na owo kwanya bia se obesa ba na zo be ka se meyewi maye because meyewi and I'm cross because meyewi me be it is some from ko no ba ko be ka jo se me dem me ba after 4 years me be o constitution ma me kwan and they become 100 days honeymoon we are me and my name pay. Is that what you want? You need somebody that you can hold against their promises. Now I make sure say who holding no say onye kiti we say onye ne wa hye so be no and this Baumia at this juncture say wo hwe ne enuma ba won dey kwam any the way we see a proper up the digital world or the Ghana kwakosi sa map no so a if you don't put Baumia there as a president of the next the next government of Ghana no the Ghana hwamo
me da say lawyer Bremre I will last say na yenko
you see before I say me cover me crisis I mean you can't tell me feel
never there
come here say ya din won ma bi hu ma de bi kontompo bi ne ne kura bi ya bese you and I what you see how you name say Baumia plays no role when it comes to Ghana's digitalization oni role bi
I didn't know you
on play role bi omo
vice president
he doesn't play any role in that sector. Communication ministry for but
the president
Baumia doesn't work and does anything there. But that fallacy, that same contemporary
communication so mboka economy no.
Baumia say when you in charge of the country.
Yes.
Was see on management dey be man pani na so no.
But president
and man pani na so no a. Na say man pani boss la usi this on communication ministry. No he say IT infrastructure adwuma so na oye na adwuma. Usi dey ade ho about
na gwenchiro de ma o.
O say
na gwenchiro de ma o.
Won nya gwenchiro de ma o. He has nothing. No I don't say.
Oni agwenchiro.
No, but I don't know.
I don't know I want this or
kasa. Put up Baumia. Baumia.
Look at
are you say all right? Oh, and me can be no man. Are you ever saying
that all right?
Oh, frankly could you? Or see what train Baumia for apa but you don't know.
Imanigan.
Oh, when you
try apa we allow this man to be just going around taking credit that he doesn't deserve. Take it on record to the team. But see, allow the Muhammad Baumia. When play role in IT systems. I'm telling you today. He plays no role. And so I say, everybody I'm a mono on Kahumbi. Who knows that person? No one tell us I didn't see on Kahono. What's what I mate? At one decision making. He said that. Na won ka ho who say na go say ba tinye ma dey efe down get
it say ade da na no pa
na bia so na bia
the president
is nobody I'm saying that on authority nobody honorable you know that people dey choose say that make any go you see and any difference no they make nothing like who me say Muhammad he doesn't play any role when you come to IT now let me come back to honorable Carlos Kasembi. Was say, oh, Muhammad, you can say,
one social intervention. One, just one.
But tell me about I will address you.
Away, get fun.
Social intervention. Any activity or policy be adibaba to curb a social issue. Tini, Mama Bafunada, I did be and I'm be a buying betting, and I said the institution betu. I did a social issue be
Nipada Brambum.
Oh.
Nipada Brambum, but your man can social bet you with
social issue. No,
there be on John Ken.
One kind of it.
Lawyer, me too.
And
lawyer.
Maybe Mount Adibi, quick one. My means I can briefly in temper, the Mamma. Good, I found it. Can I do one?
What the work kind?
Oh,
say,
yeah, the more the amps over can. Yeah, just how.
So, phone the
crowd. Yeah, my phone can send a message. You can one. NPP criticizes National Health Insurance Scheme. And if you need power, need for the two. So, why me? Oh, who knows? No, no, ah, why not that one?
In one park, but in
I don't know. I'm going to do. Ah.
Dr. Kwame Adekye and die. Can Minister of Defense and then former Minister of Interior at the same time?
And the energy, I'm not going to energize.
Was NP prick where the Africa?
Yeah, Ben.
Hey, oh, that's new.
After the one free as I'm going to buy, and after
Ben.
I think it's April 23rd. Me who year ni, but April 23rd na me more.
But year and the band between establishing.
No, but I mean, so no, relax. Once I only put it down, it's like say that someone ano MP under offense sorry, Rawlings regime. So it's definitely going to be between 1996 mostly.
92, 96, but
yes, 91. So it's definitely going to be 1996 because where it was a Rawlings style, awesome, and American. In this one no. I say, and you see, I'm not against you bringing health insurance or we having health insurance. No. I part of the policies. But you don't call social intervention. So business school down claim a social intervention. Obi no nsua a social intervention. Obi your claim a social intervention because there's a social problem. And now would be at your mama na make us add na free. It's a micro is a coin you. Micro can you not what the Kenya bremia. What put to social intervention? It's simple.
Wa dey Katia cross ne wa dey bi nso e koma dia constituency bi a aban bi ba
Katia cross akwan Katia cross obi na so fa so na say na think ha na ko grass ko ye grafo program yi o ko na akwan na ba na ko so everybody uses it yeah campaign every politician is going to every village or community so we all uses it so what is in jadi mi no wo ya e ye me nko am dia eni ho we are playing him when use kwan no
but so bia kwan ma be the full fra can hot say bia free SHS
ade bia we bia no be so free SHS na ati ni bia na so ade bia na so so what say eni ati secondary school education ni bia na so me metu as ni fa so bia ade mame
ade ndi
of course na me nko bi me bia nko bi enti na fa so me nko bi all right enti so what can say ade abi ade bia no obi we ni bia ka say bia ade ba no me nya ho so bia
but say do ni nya so mfa so
exactly my point enti say kan na ade ba ya do no nya kan na so mfa so eye kwan ya won kokura na so wona wo so ko campaign no a wo nya lord kwan so fa no won nya so mfa so e kwan nya ka wo ka ntimi nko so all these are means or other modes of social interventions it nya say man akwa say ya ka social intervention no any free education it's not true. Now back to Baumia. I say that was then my Mr. Sampa not about say me Bruno to about mom da. And for your future. Baumia to the youth. Youth. Every future no Baumia. When I will you say be a youth. Every future no Baumia. And it here. Ghana's statistical service for say. See at them who na ye ka say 1.9 million youth. At what idle.
But no, can say you more than enough until we become.
Only see you. One created moon.
I didn't know you see.
One created you.
Also the 2.6. The private sector, the ENRA.
What's the 2.6?
What's the private sector? 2.6 million.
2.6 million.
Yeah.
The same by
the private sector, they are
oh, so what say? Now they make employment minister so much credit 5.3 million.
Yeah, so
employment minister so then.
I say about where credit 5.3 million jobs. Google it and see. But Umiana asset February 2024, original UPS was so much credit 2.1 million jobs. Sorry. Meanwhile, before so all come 2.1, no, not can the finance minister co-parliament African budget for the year 2024 in November 2023 was say 2.3 million jobs. So do they even know what they are talking about?
Yes.
No, you see, I will be a white moment here. But you are not an example. Oh, but we are saying any good decision in the government, when your president won't take a decision. So free education, no, buy it. No more, no. I can't buy no. Was any decision taken in the government won't take a decision? He said that. Also, a mate won't take a decision. And on Montpellier, what to a man, among 1.9 million of your youth at what I do. Who was you when that's one? And it's a youth friend that's a separate come up. Maybe and find one to me, I'm telling you here. I never go for a question. I don't know. It's the youth. It is the youth. No. The devil finds for an idle hand. Please. The devil finds for an idle hand. because they have nothing to do. And there are times when people are bold to do this kind of evil job in the daylight.
And
without fear.
That's how robbery they are buying.
And if you have $1.9 million. I tell you what, no money body. I tell you 1.9 million. I tell you what I can say. Or combining the number of police officers. Or combining the number of armed forces. Prisons, fire service, no, and even 5 million. So they say to me, can't say, you bet you a strong security who can even override these people like I. Now, from 8 years ago, I don't know 1.9 million. I don't know what's a hope for you.
Medasi. Wait, another problem near me.
I don't know what 81 years and people now any youth who want a future cannot rely on them. They are youth that you want your future to be bright. Not somebody who has the lawyer. When I was in charge, who was it? Any youth who rely on Baumia is lost. Any youth who relies on Baumia, you are buying electricity online. You are buying electricity online. You are lying. Are you buying electricity online? Mate, you are paying for your water bill online. You are relying on me. What way? That between them was many them were friends and ladies. I want to be. I will lie online. I don't money casa.
Oh, sir. Yakoye Adibi said Ghana no. Ye penny phone being kind of crunch.
Penny for Ben.
Meaning so producer here already a Mr. No vid Alan work no on fan to tsunami nchira wa DBCC ya oh video no these are young Ghanaians say these are young Ghanaians.
Wow.
Young Ghanaians. Ghana and Mebunu. Now only going to obey Alan Chemantinchi. GDA. Omuwo Emano. Say ampa Alan Ba. A Juma Beba or mine.
But me also on that.
I mean, cousin. Oh, me ba. Say me come back.
Yeah.
Alaji ebe can say digitalization on the buy.
Yeah.
And then yes, I know.
Yeah.
Now, Yera Carlos, a deputy minister for trade and industry. Or no, any Robert. Ahunkalinsi.
Yeah.
And now, omo tie, omo bo Yera Lanchmanti Ichidom. Emma, ye call Lanchi near friend business regulatory reforms. All I remember.
The question.
That was in 2020. That was 2018. Now only the BR here. It put all the state agencies into business registration, business regulations, and on a single platform.
And you one sector.
Maybe digitalization and yet general sector. If you baby now go baby.
I used to run 23rd April 2000. That's any child story.
What yes? So Obika saw the idea aba. There should be an evidence to prove say indeed or the baby aba. And I remember evidence in 2018. Crown Police anya Ukraine 2018. There was an evidence say Iral instrumenting. My business environment, ease of doing business in Ghana. What you say? At the same platform, no buy. My union one on it. Any nasifu no business registrations, any business inquiries, any idea. Ma yenya credit rating our World Bank.
Until electricity to online.
Oh, no, about the bank. About MPP abre. And I'm saying about year bank. Me can ye in 2017 2018 I launch here a year juma na ye Carlos a year deputy minister no dimutin mine paperless port obi large person or jeep bon
also
that time now
and can be person but meso na yen bibi wan kaza
you were Alan John Kojo Chirmantin
also na ba meso
as Minister for Trade and Industry and or year Juma you were Carlos no na in charge of trade busam say or no ana you were Alan ye ne ne tena se hihia de ni wie ya o de so ale say jekol de koye buzaza me bot ya
am pa no so boa
what you say
osu enyi no na man nkasa ya o ha gwe
say you were Alan say obe create 3 million jobs or can what GTP nim mami kan chiro or say establish and operationalize a youth employment digital platform which would create employment and internship opportunities for at least 3 million youth within a period of 2 years. Or can we no me patch remember? Or can we in what to one among or ti afafrantomuno onia bamuno no create an app 3 million jobs 3MJ Ghana offer phone na Google www.3MJ Ghana a baswa a more opportunity to upload with CV sisi ya start ya hyehyehye the sectors and industries omu here ye bali ni nyina na se nyame ye na dom na oba ban mu enya afa ni e be ka kire wo se ye a sector we have the database already. This is walking the talk.
But we also no so the abada da we afa na we dey born also the abada
o di ba he
then no dia ba
I don't know when tie so kasa
na obi dia ba mami ka me patrol me na me floor obi akọ create ni Uber app o de ye na adwuma
enye Uber no
me patrol nya betre o use Uber ye example Mr. Speech ni tie wasi Uber sika wonya kra bro Ghana
GDP 163 billion
bro Ghana and I'm say
Ghana is 75 billion
Uber business environment
if you as an eba
creating Uber app o de ye na adwuma yet Ghana we have not created that environment to push individuals, any private sector, no, to be able to come up with such apps. And then you would want to come to make me believe. Now, the omoka kra na hame kra mobile money. 2008, 2009, MTN for the mobile money eba. Now,
program na mami ana
na ya ba mi yebi na mi supervisor ya the machine kitu be green na you chip dada no na ya chip foforo na ya hyem na ya synchronize na ya transfer with data nyina egu foforo so na ya the amount anya bia no na alaji no way
or the additions abeka ho
so you see we don't have a problem so obika say asha na what you need what also na that's was over bound to Masha no Alan car say obema obe create inuma I ma ye start friend jobs for the people cash for the people na Nana Akufo-Addo apens oyebi na yewura Carlos and a deputy minister for trade ye creating your friend business resource centers BRCs yewura Alan enya aban sika o Okwabontin ko pay sika ma yedisi emako 67 across the length and breadth of this country. Employ Ghanaian youth in all of these districts. This is not just talking. This is walking the talk. Okay. Automobile development policy. Yetina see you who say eno ebetimi di sika ban mu asesa the economy of this country. Ye wala na mbeka say automobile wa ye kekewu. Omo tenas yewura Carlos na ti hei ahom kalensi no mo bo ni chidom e na omo tenas na omo tro ne friend automobile development policy e na attract 5 giant automobile industries e ba Ghana ha e de be kantanka so when you see so okasa obeya dia you should be able to come up with documents, a policy document to be able to hold the talk we are talking about. Document policy document by roadmap by in a daho. Yes, you be create juma. ye balance ye obeme ya cars wa ha enu nti o ma ye the automobile development policy by uhu bi
after
part
and ka say solar energy solar you the panels
solar have been with us for years
there be
solar have been with us for years I was at energy ministry solar have been with us for years
in the 1960s was the 70s
for
1960s was the 70s that's an VW for say no me cars bi o Ghana because there was no document policy document to back it. There is a policy document to back it. In two phases. One, to assemble the vehicles. On him say assembling the vehicles no into phase 2 no ye component manufacturing. Nyoma na ye de cars no see ye be ye no Ghana ha. What you say? There is a need for us to put these men who come to stand on platforms to just talk. Questions. Ama obi. What's your bem? What's your bem? Obi ti abontin. Who na be set questions? What are you talking about? Student your man questions akwa transformational plan no what's the questions only me where me ba only me what sharing debate what bond say for question no how can the sharing of how can the met call at the for debate
Yapon. 30 seconds.
One perfectly well said. Mama has nothing to run on as campaign concern.
30 seconds. Me ba to on floor 30 seconds na Yapon.
Shebe ba ko mama ka be down police.
Yapon. Me kasa dia me pon.
What did you want to do for the youth? What we are in the previous.
Na sa pon. Kasa dia me pon.
Won't you allow?
I call it 30 seconds.
You guys have been pretty forced. 2 years what you are 3 months to continue.
Madam Honorable Carlos MP for Tema West. Chanso and Nana Yao Sapon ono a special aid. Emma Ura Alanche Mache and a lawyer Tumberma ono so a communication team member NDC.
La bad make a hotel. So why you come?
I